to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him a room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Hello, welcome back to Natural Music. We are doing the song Joy to the World. By now you should know the intro to this song that you just heard in the demo, and if you don't, that's fine. This will still make sense to you, but go back and watch that intro if you want to learn that. So let's just dive right into the song. This is going to apply basically to the whole song. It is going to apply to the every verse. There's not really a chorus to this song, so it'll work for every verse. So let's talk about. We come out of the intro. And then we create this kind of sound. All right. So to do that, we're in the key of D and 4/4 time. So we're going to do this D right here, D, E, and A. And so I'm going to not do the F sharp. So it creates this more just kind of ballady, worshipful style. And we're going to state the chord in the left hand with the D, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 1 and 3 are sustained, and this is holding the bass note, octave D or low note D, whichever you can reach is fine. So it'll be joy to the world. All right, and then on Lord, we're going to do a D with an A. Pay attention to your chord chart. There you should have your words and chords. So we've got a D with an A octave down here. So up here, I'm going to put the A in my thumb. I like it to follow that lots of times. It doesn't always have to, and I don't always do it, but it seems to work out in a lot of cases. So I'm going to go A, D, and F sharp. So I'm taking this A right here and moving down there, okay? So the Lord is, and I'm going to play an A7. You can just play a regular A if you want to, and I think it just says A on the chord chart that you have, but I'm going to play an A7. It just kind of works with the song. Those are kind of interchangeable. So so the flat 7 is G, so we're going to play G, and then we're going to take C sharp and an E. So we've got this, it's a regular A, would be the A in the thumb, but we're going to do the G in the thumb, and then this is holding the A note down here. So we're going, Lord. Okay, now during those changes, here's your options on this to kind of change. You can hit this once, and then I hit my thumb and whatever's in my either pinky or my ring finger, whatever's my highest note in the chord. And then this A7. So, and then we're gonna go G and E. All right, so, all right. And then you're headed back to a D right there. And so we're gonna hit this D, F sharp, A, and D. All right. Shortly thereafter, that D, you're gonna go to a D with an F sharp below. So now you can just hit it. You can go, and we're already on that D, so you just change your octave to F sharp. Or I kind of like rolling that up a little bit, and I just go from E to F sharp. It's just an option. See how it kind of does that? And it's just like all in one motion. It's like you're sliding up almost, so. All right, and then that brings you into let earth receive. All right. And then receive is A. And actually that G, I played it with a B in there, but I'm going to play it with an A in there. I'm going to go G, A, and D. So I go, let earth receive. Then I'm going to go A. For the A, I'm going to play A, B, and E. See, I'm I'm adding the 2 of those notes in there rather than the 3rd. So here's G, here's A. So let earth receive her king. Okay, now on king, you can just play a regular D, but as you probably heard on the demo, I'm gonna go back and play like part of what we did in the intro, and I'm gonna jump down here to this lower octave of D and play that riff again. See, let earth receive her king. All right, and then we're gonna go back to pulsing that octave just like in that intro video. So we're gonna go, let earth receive her king. So if you didn't watch the intro video, that is just we're pulsing a D on king, and then we're going D, C sharp, B, and then A octave. So let every heart. Okay, and we'll get into that rolling in just a second there, but I want to go over what we got so far. So I just gave you a little bit of information. It's not real hard, but you got to know where we're at. So coming out of the intro, let's play it nice and slow so you get it. So, joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her king. Let every heart. Okay, so now we're here to this kind of rolling rhythmic version right there, almost kind of like a slow banjo roll. Not quite, but we're I guess you never thought about a banjo being in Joy to the World, but it would work, as you're going to hear here if played right. So anyway, so on king, then we are going to go to just playing this D roll. So I'm going to do an octave A, and we'll still hit an octave D, and we'll just, instead of going, we'll do an octave A with a D in there. We're gonna roll it, A, D, and just back and forth. So, let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Okay, so during that, you can just hit these octaves of D just as you need them to fill. So, let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing. Okay, so I hit 3 of them there, and I just kind of alternated it. You don't have to do that. You can hit them all low or all high. I just did one here, and one here. I just did it every few measures there. Now we're going to continue that roll, and you'll see on your chord chart there on one of the heavens, we're going to go to what would normally just be an A in this key. We're going to play an A with a C sharp, and it says that on there. So all we have to do, we're on this D, we just drop it down to, we're right there an A octave, and we'll play the C sharp here, and the C sharp in the left hand. So we'll go and do the same motion, but we're going to go A, C sharp, A, C sharp. So it's the same thing. We're just dropping everything down here and down here. So C sharp in the left hand, and then this isn't playing a D anymore with the A octave. So we're going to go. So let me go to D first. Let every heart prepare them room, and heaven and nature sing. Here it comes. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven. All right, and then right here on that heaven, we're going back to a D. So I'm going to go hit this octave A and an octave D down here, but I'm going to add the D in there because we're back to D. And heaven, then hit a high octave. And heaven. All right. Now it's going to start this walk. You're going to see a bunch of chords. You're going to see B minor, C or D with an A, G, D with an F sharp, back to G, back to D with an F sharp, and E minor, and then D. So let's talk about the voicings in which I'm going to do that. And it's going to be, and the melody of the song is going to follow it. So we've just went in heaven, heaven, nature sing. All right. So here's the voicings I'm going to use for that. So we've already done and have, and I keep on hitting that. That's not right. And have, and then we're going to go to a B minor here. And so regular old B minor, B, D, and F sharp with the B minor down there. All right. And then we're going to go to, all you got to do is drop the left hand down to an A and drop the thumb down to an A. And we're going to play a D with an A in the left hand. And so that's going to be A, D, and F sharp. So, and then we're going to go to a G. I'm just going to play 2 notes of the G. G octave down here, but G and B. You can play the full chord, but I'm going to do this. So I'm going. And then I'm going to play a D with an F sharp, and I'm just going to play these 2 notes. You can add the D up here, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do F sharp and A with an F sharp down there. So we got. And then we're going back up to that G, the G and the B with the G octave, and back down to the F sharp in the left hand and the D in the right hand. And so I'm just playing F sharp and A. So and then we're going to go to an E minor. I'm going to play 2 notes of that, just E and G with an E down here. And then I'm going to jump back up here when I go to D, and I'm going to play this octave D here, octave D in the left hand with an F sharp. All right. And that would be how you would do the last one. You would end it just and hit that. All right. So if it was the very last verse of this and we were ending the song, we'd go, heaven, heaven, nature sing. All right. And I just do that octave D and it just kind of ends it out. I mean, straight up ends it. No tag, no nothing. Works. Now, if you're going into the next verse, and if you have not watched the intro video, you're going to want to go back and watch that for it to make sense. We're going to play the last half of the intro. So you would go, instead of going to this D, you would go... And actually, I didn't address this at the beginning of this video, but there's a measure of that D that just kind of starts it out. We hit an octave D, 1, 2, 3, or a couple measures. And I just hit this right here, and then I go A. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You see on the 4 of that second measure, I hit that A, just kind of for some character. You don't have to. But you see, remember that in the intro video. It's the last half of that. This is how it would be for this whole song if you were going into the next verse. It would just get you into it. So we would go, heaven, heaven, nature. Then jump back up here, sing. Go back to Poulsen. Then you're into the next verse. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nation prove the glories of his righteousness and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. If you're going into another verse, and if you're ending the song, you would do wonders of his love. All right? You can end it like that if you'd like to. So that's it for the song Joy to the World. Go back and watch the intro video, and that'll make sense with those interludes. You can learn that. But we will see you at the next song in the next lesson. Have a Merry Christmas.